First.
Member for Surrey South.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm proud to be here today with my colleagues to celebrate International Women's Day. It's an important day to reflect and celebrate the social, economic, cultural, and political achievements of women across the globe. As a woman in politics, I am continuously reminded of the incredible women who paved the way and opened the doors for those of us who are currently here today. The progress we've made towards gender equality would not have been possible without the tireless activism by women in this province and around the world. The first International Women's Day took place in 1911, where more than 1 million people in Europe gathered to advocate for women's right to vote and equal pay for equal work. The suffragette movement was also active in Canada and led to female citizens gaining the right to vote in 1917 for provincial elections, 1918 for federal elections. This movement, however, was not inclusive of Indigenous, Black, and Asian women who continued to be excluded for many more decades. We began to see further strides towards equality in the 70s, where feminists fought hard for women's liberation. They challenged gendered roles in society and called for an end to sexism and equality in the workplace. It was not until the 1990s and the 2000s, however, when this movement became more inclusive and began to recognize the intersectionality and experiences for women. Today, we continue to strive towards equality and work together in addressing gender-based violence, pay inequity, the missing and murdered Indigenous women, and many other important causes. These initiatives for change give me hope, because although there is much more to do, we know that change is possible and that we can work together to break the bias. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.